This video is not financial advice. Welcome to tracking my Bitcoin portfolio day 52. I own the same amount of Bitcoin, but it's now worth $28,615.96, which is up $443.43 since yesterday. Now I'm going to go into these comments. Okay, this person said, you got a great mindset on Bitcoin and anti-fiat. One of us, keep it up, brother. Love the videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. This person said, anybody taking advice from this guy, you are cooked. Well, a good thing I'm not giving out advice because this is not financial advice and there's a disclaimer before each video. And then you also said top-notch way to get robbed. I have a multi-sig setup, so if someone were to break into my house, I wouldn't be able to give them any Bitcoin because it requires multiple signatures. But I wouldn't expect someone like you to know that. Now I'm going to go into the held comments. So these are comments that YouTube doesn't allow me to see unless I like purposely go and see. So this person said, let me just see the comment. He said, you are 15 years old, shut the F up and go back to school. Thank you very much. I appreciate that comment. So I'm very pro like freedom of speech. I'm never going to delete anyone's comment, but YouTube will filter out filter out comments. So if I ever miss your comment, it's because of that, because sometimes I forget to check this and these comments will automatically be deleted, but I'm not deleting them. YouTube deletes them after like 60 days or something. So I'll never delete your guys' comments. So I just want to let you guys know that, but YouTube will automatically delete these comments. So I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, now I'm going to go into how much money I made from my chess YouTube channel on May 23rd, $8.64. So just keep on being consistent. Consistency, that's what it's all about. Try and being consistent as I can. And just keep on going over a long period of time. Kind of like Bitcoin. Like you just be consistent and you invest over a long period of time. No, nothing really happens quick. It's built over a long period of time of being consistent. Okay, now I'm going to go into this question. The farther you go back in time, the harder it was to become wealthy. So I'm not saying that that's a true statement. I'm just kind of, I just want to make you guys kind of think here for a second. So obviously in today's age, we have technology. And the reason why that's important is because there's so much information that you have access to. If you want to learn a specific skill, if you want to know a specific thing, maybe learn something from history, all of the information is right there. So if you wanted to start a specific business, all of that information, all of the experts that have done that, you're able to access. So that is something, that is worth something. Being able to access other people's information and just whenever you want. That leads to a lot of value in today's society. And if you compare that to the past, that's obviously a lot different, because in the past you would have to like get a book or you would have to learn from someone face to face. You would have to actually actually get someone to teach you a specific thing. So that there's a difference there. There's a huge difference there. You're able to learn more quickly. But think about this, okay? Since everyone has access to all of this information, you're competing against people who have access to all this information. It's not like it's just you who has access to all this information. You're competing against people who also have access to all of this information. So, like, are you really better off? I'll give you another example, okay? Let's say that you're the only person that has access to AI. Okay, like all the language models that are created. Imagine if you're the only one who has access to them. You would have some type of advantage over society because you're able to go and quickly get information that you need very quickly, very specific questions. You can get it to organize things quickly. So you would have a little bit of an advantage. But since everyone has access to AI, it levels out the field basically. And so the question is, are we really better off now than in the past because we're just competing against people who have access to the same tools? Now, I would say I haven't really fully made up my mind. I would say, like the people from the past who became wealthy are incredibly smart. That's what I would say, because they had to become wealthy when there was a surplus of information around them. They couldn't just go and look things up. So I feel like people from the past were definitely very intelligent, like people who became wealthy. But it's hard to say if they're more if they would be more intelligent than the successful people in today's society, because there's more people in today's society, more people, more competition. So it's hard to. I'm not really totally sure. But what I would say though is that, like, it is possible that the farther you go back in time, it may be harder to become wealthy. That's kind of what I suspect. But let me know what you guys think of that. Like, this is kind of just like some random like thought experiment. I don't have like a right answer. But I also would like to say something else too. So imagine, okay, you go back to the Roman Empire. You go back to the peak of the Roman Empire, okay? That would be a fairly good time to live in, right? Like if you go to the peak, not to the collapse, where everything is going as smoothly as possible. Obviously, the empire is as strong as it will ever be. Okay, and then compare that to the Great Depression in the United States, 1929. So obviously, it would suck to be in the Great Depression in 1929. But think about all of the technological advancements since the Roman Empire and 1929. But you would be better off living at the peak of the Roman Empire than to be in the Great Depression in the United States, 1929. But why is that? But there's so much technological innovations since then. So you have to think about that. Just because there are a bunch of technological innovations doesn't mean that you'll be better off than in the past in certain instances. Now, most likely technological innovations lead to a better society, but that doesn't mean that you'll always be better off than the past. So what I'm trying to say is that even in today's society, there are certain instances where there might be moments in the past where they are better off than we are right now, even though we have all these technological innovations. You know, like AI could be beneficial, but it also could impact us negatively. You know, so it's hard to say. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, there's no guarantee that your life is going to be better from improvements in technology. Even if it is an improvement, even if there is some type of improvement, that doesn't mean that you'll be better off. And you can go back in history and look at certain points where one place has more technological innovations than a past place, but they'd be better off actually living in this past place. You know? So that's what I was thinking about. So yeah, it's just something to think about. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. If you disagree with anything I say, you can comment it down below. If you want to add to anything I say, comment it down below. I'll try and answer as best as I can in a video. Now I'm going to go on to the monetization for this channel. So I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 328 and I need 4,000 watch hours within 365 days. So please, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Once I monetize this channel, I'm basically monetizing my Bitcoin portfolio. So you subscribing would help me accomplish this goal of monetizing this channel. But I don't really have anything else to say for today. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.